Hello, welcome. Today's drive is in the North Yorkshire moors. I'll be stopping at places of interest, photographing and videoing as I drive along, starting in Helmsley via Hutton-le-Hole and the heather-covered moors of Blakey Ridge and ending in Castleton. Here is the route. Hemsley is a market town in the Ryedale district of North Yorkshire. The ruined Norman castle is the most significant medieval survival of the buildings in the town. The castle evolves over 3 centuries from a mighty medieval fortress to a luxurious Tudor mansion, to a Civil War stronghold and a romantic Victorian ruin. The market is held in the central ancient market square every Friday. The town is a popular destination for walkers and bikers. Church of All Saints, Hemsley. Hemsley's parish church, dedicated to All Saints, dates back 1,000 years and more. The present building, built on Norman foundation, was dedicated in 1838. Before the Norman conquest, the churchyard was used as a marketplace in Anglo-Saxon times. The early morning sunshine is burning its way through the hazy conditions. This is Hutton-le-Hole. I've arrived in Hutton-le-Hole. This is my first place of interest. Hutton-le-Hole is one of the most popular beauty spots in the North Yorkshire moors. The village is known for its long, winding village green with a stream running down the middle and footbridges crossing the stream. In the village is the Ryedale Folk Museum, which I'll be visiting. The Ryedale Folk Museum is a unique open-air visitor attraction located in the picturesque village of Hutton-le-Hole, where the history of Ryedale and North Yorkshire moors, from the Iron Age to the 1950s, is brought to life through the museum's buildings and collections. time to leave the Hutton-le-Hole and the Folk Museum. The drive continues to the highest point on the Yorkshire moors. On both sides of the road, the moors is covered with the beautiful purple heather. During the spring, there's a classic spring walk in the so-called Daffodil Dale to see Farndale's glorious wild daffodils. This is North Yorkshire from the roadside. Weather conditions are absolutely fantastic today. The temperature is 22 degrees, although it's a little bit hazy outside. I'm driving on Blakey Ridge. It's a treeless moorland plateau at 400 metres above sea level. Blakey is for most walkers the highest and most isolated overnight stop on the whole coast-to-coast route. The park contains the largest expanse of heather moorland in England. I'm now approaching another place of interest, the Lion Inn at Blakey Ridge. The Lion Inn on remote Blakey Ridge is a 16th century free house pub. Located at the highest point on the North Yorkshire Moors National Park, it stands at an elevation of 400 metres, offering breathtaking views over the valleys of Ryedale and Farndale. Today's drive features the North Yorkshire moors from Hemsley to Castleton. This is the North Yorkshire moors with the beautiful heather and the panoramic views. I'm now approaching Castleton. Castleton is set in the breathtaking and beautiful location of the Upper Esk Valley in the North Yorkshire moors, an area that has become known as Heartbeat Country. Castleton is a centre for walking, birdwatching, shooting and many other pursuits. The Church of St Michael and St George is unusually recent, having been built after the First World War as one of the larger memorial churches in the country. The benches, altar panels and organ screens were all made by Robert Thompson, the Malsman of Kilburn. The North Yorkshire Moors Drive started in Hemsley, stopped at the picturesque village of Hutton-le-Hole and the Ryedale Folk Museum. The views of the purple heather on the moors were breathtaking. There was no time for a visit into the remote Lion Inn at Blakey. Castleton is journey's end.